when we search, we want to update our track list. We want to filter it according to the results returned from our search tracks component. So remember that our track data that's being provided to our track list component is coming from app.js. So here we're executing the getTracks query, and we want to override the data that is being passed to the tracks prop on track list if we have some search results that are returned. So we want to keep track within our app component as to whether we have any search results or not. So let's create some new state within app. Once again, we'll bring in useState. To keep track of search results, we'll create a search results piece of state. And to set our search results, we need to pass the setter function down to search tracks. So let's create a prop called set search results and set it to this function. So now within search tracks, we can destructure set search results from props, and instead of console logging the result within handle submit, we're going to execute set search results. And we get our search results from res.data.tracks. So now we're passing an array of tracks to our app component. And now we want to add a conditional within the getTracks query that says, hey, if there are any search results, if it's not just an empty array, pass those search results down to track list to display them. Otherwise, if there are no search results or a user hasn't searched, then just take the data from our getTracks query. So under our two if statements, let's create a variable called tracks. Then we'll check to see if the search results array is empty. We can do that by saying search results.length and see if it's greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then we want to make tracks the search results array. Otherwise, if it is empty, we just want its standard value coming from data.tracks. Now the value put on the tracks prop to the track list component will come from this tracks variable. So now when we save app, as well as search tracks, when we search for a given track or set of tracks, let's search for the track with the title test1, and we hit enter, our track list is updated to only show that result. But at this point, in order to show the full track list again with all of the results, we need to refresh the page. Now this is pretty undesirable for our user, so to clear out our search, as well as any search results, let's make it possible to click on this clear button that we added. So to break our task down a bit, we need to really do 3 things. 2 of them are necessary and 1 of them is optional. When we click the clear button, we want to first clear all of our search results. Next, we want to clear the text that was typed into the search input. And third, we optionally want to focus this input so the user can easily search again. So let's start by clearing the search results array that we have stored in app. So heading back to search tracks, let's head to our clear button and add an onClick that will be set to a new function called clear search input. Let's create this new function above our return. Actually, we'll do this after, or rather before handle submit. First of all, we want to call set search results and pass in an empty array that will clear our results. Then we want to call set search to clear the text that we have in the input. And once again, we need to make this a controlled component by passing to a value prop on the text field the value that we have stored in state for search. So when we call set search and pass in an empty string, our input is going to be cleared out. And next, to focus our input, we have the ability to do so easily with the help of a ref. Ref gives us a reference to the current element that we assign a given ref to. So to add a ref for our text field, we'll add the prop input ref, and we'll assign it to a new value, input L, or input element. And with the help of a special React hook, adding a ref to an element is easier than ever. And this hook that we need to import is called useRef. So to add a ref to an element, we just have to call useRef, and its return value has to be set to the name of a ref that we put on a given element, in this case, input L. So we'll call useRef and set it to input L. So when our component's mounted, input L contains a reference to that element, and we can easily say input L dot current, and then to focus it off of current we can use the focus method. Now let's save search tracks, and we'll try searching once again for a given track. Let's search for track 4, and it's returned to us. And when we hit the clear button, we see all of the original elements in our track list component. The search text was removed from our search input, and our search input was focused with the help of the ref that we added to it.